G'day, I'm Diesel from Getting Around Oz, camper trailer travelling. My wonderful wife Anita is behind the camera. Obviously at this point we've got our Facebook and Instagram up and active, and we've had a few questions. This video is specifically to answer those questions. G'day, I'm Diesel from Getting Around Oz, camper trailer travelling. My wonderful wife Anita is behind the camera. We've had obviously at this point we've got our Facebook and Instagram up and active, and we've had a few questions about specifically this video is specifically to answer those questions, which are: where do we store things? Where do we store them when we're camping? Where do we store things when we pack up? And what do we have packed for the kids? Toys wise, those types of things, and also what do we pack for the kids when we're driving around the place. So that's literally exactly all this will be. Try and keep it pretty simple, and yeah, hopefully it helps people out. All right, so first thing is this panel here. It's basically a pantry. That's it. It's pretty obvious what's in there.
Lots of music bars for the kids.
Yep. Okay.
This is officially called the stuff spot.
Yep, this is the stuff spot. All right, things going here, things that I need to get quick. So all the bars. Obviously got this one here to put the legs out, you know, for tightening wheel nuts.
Mozzie coils, because when we arrive somewhere there's normally mozzies biting us.
Insect repellent, dunny paper. You get the idea. Wheel chocks. Anything I need to get to quick anywhere around the camper or any of us, that's where it goes. What's in here? So obviously the fridge. We've got the 75 litre kick-ass dual zone, which does the job. So this side is the fridge, this side's the freezer. It's interchangeable as well. So when we first left we had, last trip we changed it over. So last trip we made this the fridge and this for freezer, but obviously we're on the road a bit longer, so we need to chuck more stuff in there. Breadboard just goes in here. Other handy thing about this, we normally store them in there, but if I need to plug in lights, I normally sort of stick them up there and just plug them off there as well, so I can actually have lighting both sides. Yep, so it's 12 volt lighter there and USBs there. So we normally leave this open, so we can get to a kick and sort of use it as a bit of a table as well. Jerry cans both sides. We only really use them coming across an Nullarbor. So in here, the 2 gas bottles. Also in there I have a backup floor mat in case we ever need it, or you know, we're going down the beach or something. And also we have a wet clothes bag, you know, if we go swimming and all that sort of stuff in there. We want to store it for like a day or two until we're in between places.
We also sometimes put, as you can see at the moment, some balls and stuff in there, so when we do pull over and I'll be making lunch or something, the kids can have a little bit of something to play with. Yeah, easily accessible. The scooters will go in there too. Okay, so
this side is basically the drinks fridge. Drinks fridge.
And veggies and fruit.
Yeah, and fruit and veggies. That's it.
We do that. That fridge doesn't stay as well cold as the kick-ass one, so we don't put our meat and stuff in that one.
Yeah, the seals aren't as good in this one, but it does a job for drinks. That's all it needs to do.
It's perfect. Yeah.
In this side as well, and I'll be able to show you once we pack everything up. That goes forward. The floor mat, which is a K-Meg one from BCF. It folds up and goes in this bag. The floor mat actually goes in there, just like that. I guess this is where my tools and bits and pieces go. So we've got the hose to fill up the water tanks. My toolbox, my tool bag. Also got the mallet. This is all pegs and ropes for the annex, and floor mats, anything else I need. Oh, so that's just the alarm for when we, you know, we're not with the camper. Tackle box, the backup wheel bearings that come with the trailer in there, and obviously I got a couple of boxes of just spare screws and nuts and bolts and anything else I might need on the road. This side, nothing too extravagant. Literally, we have a rope which we use to pull the bike rack over. Other than that, it's power cord, so we've got the 15 amp and the 12 amp ones in there as well. The saucepan, I'll show you in a minute, we only have one. They go in there as well.
And I've just realised we don't have the string attached to the the bike rack. That'll be fun shutting you down.
Ladder goes on the bike rack at the top, we'll show that afterwards. So out here, saucepans wise, it's all we use, so most of the cooking we do in there, and the steamer for this, the steamer bit, I don't know what you call it, that goes the other side, but they just go straight in there, and that's all we use. That's enough, that's all you need. So in here it's literally these things, but Anita took out the shelf that it comes with. Why did you do that?
The cutlery holder?
Yep.
Look, the cutlery holder, number one, it wasn't long enough for knives and forks, and number two, it really made it restrictive as to what I could put in there. I literally would have only been able to put this in that drawer, so I removed it and just put a cloth down, and now I can fit a lot more stuff in there, so it's actually a handy, yeah. You don't need the holder, to be honest. They haven't really moved around.
No, exactly. They don't move around much at all.
No.
This side, condiments, dishwashing detergent, these bits and pieces, that's it. And that one there is just where the cables go up, but again, it's got backup.
Spray and wipe
and backup hand towel. That sort of stuff goes in here. So, alright, so that's it for the outside stuff. Before we go to the inside stuff, I'll get in here to show you how we pack the car up. Again, so this part is what do we pack for the kids when we're driving around. This is definitely Anita's expertise here, so I'll get you to show it.
So it's pretty simple. Each child in here has a little suitcase with, in it is lots of little things, so lots of these little books and stuff from Kmart, mazes, little drawing things for them to do. It all kind of counts for me as homeschooling. These kind of things, they will just sit there playing with them for ages. And the little water squirties, any of those kind of little things that are small and they can just play with and keep them entertained is such a great idea. Hurley's such a car fiend, so you'll probably see a few cars as we do our little thing. We've got these tabletop, I actually bought them second-hand off Gumtree for $10 each, and they've been a godsend. They put them on their laps. Hurley will play with his cars on it. Zach will sit there and draw pictures and writing, and it just gives them a nice stable table. Sometimes I'll even put little stuff in the side. Nice and easy. And then before we leave each day, especially if it's a long day driving, I'll just fill up a lunchbox for them. Yep. Cut up some carrots, and that way I kind of know they're eating healthy. Obviously, as you saw, there's lots of muesli bars. But yeah, pretty simple really. It just makes it nice and easy when we're on the road if it's all in there.
Just before we go in, while we're in the car, I'll actually just show you. I might get Anita to pass me on the camera.
Oh Lord.
Everyone's got different ways of storing their annexes and tarps and all those types of things. Obviously we don't, depends on the weather as you know what we set up for the annex, but I store it all on the roof here, which gives me all the drawer space in the camper. So what I do is, that's just a firewood bag, but they all go in here. So obviously just got the shower mats in here, all the rest of the annex canvas, it all goes in there. This is a luggage bag, I think it was from King's for 80 bucks, and also I just use the straps here to secure it, and yeah, that does the job. Righto, inside bit. Alright, just as we take you to, the first thing I'm going to tell you is It isn't normally this clean in here, and Anita's done a wonderful job cleaning this up. So I will point that out. Like, seriously, who lives like this all the time? It's clean. With 2 young kids, it's definitely not us. But yeah,
it is normally this clean. Don't listen to him. So the first thing I will point out, when we did a short trip to South Australia, we did actually leave out the back cushions of the seating, and we thought, you know, we'll give it a try and see if we actually don't need them, and sure enough we didn't, and we ended up leaving the back cushion as well behind this time. It just takes up extra room when you're packing up, and to be honest, it was just getting in the way when the kids were climbing in and out of the bed. If we ever do sit inside when it's raining, we've got these 2 side seats, which is ample, and the backing from those can turn into the table bed as well, so that allowed us a lot more storage.
And normally, for those that got a ROBSON, you'll know it. For those who don't, so it comes with a corner bit. So it comes with a corner bit down there, a back bit, another corner bit. Now the corner bits generally get stored in this floor space here. So I thought, why not? Like, let's get rid of them, and let's, you know, gain this whole area to store stuff. And once we pack it up, you'll actually see that that area, which is obviously full of these cases and stuff. What we gain by doing that.
Fits perfect. So somebody asked me, we did actually have a question on Facebook as to what we put all our clothes and stuff in. So we've got these bags from IKEA. They didn't cost a lot of money. Each person has one each. I've got like a H on that one. Dad's is black, Zach's. It fits everything in perfectly. We've got all our towels in here as well. Mine is a suitcase, purely because when we did our first trip to South Australia, I was driving over with the guys, but I was flying back. However, the suitcase fits, and we'll show you when we pack it up, the suitcase fits perfectly in here with these, so we decided to stick with that rather than using one of these for me as well. It literally fits perfectly in here. As for toys, again, the kids have got one of these each. They just have all their books, all of their toys, everything in here. They're stored in just underneath the table. When we do overnight trips, they could just pull them out and unzip them and access them.
Which we'll be able to show you when we pack it up.
We'll show you when we pack it up for sure, because when we do overnight trips, we don't bother putting the table up. In fact, quite often one of the kids will sleep on here if they need a bit of a rest from sleeping next to each other. Or we need a rest from sharing a bed. Nice and easy. From there, in here, sorry Dad, I've just got all my Tupperware. I will not lie, that's not normally that clean. And then bags that we use for rubbish or for shopping. In here, this is what I call my inside stuff spot. It's just all my cleaning stuff, cards. Not going to go through everything for you. And this is actually our alcohol drawer. So when we go through a town that, you know, we're buying the alcohol from, we put it all in there. Normally like the bottles of wine and the bottles of bourbon and that kind of stuff.
So that way we can buy bulk and, you know, save money when, you know, we're between major towns or major cities. We don't have to buy stuff at, you know, country towns and sometimes pretty expensive. Look at it.
So under here I am very cautious what I put in here, because obviously there is power stuff. We've got the lights under there. This is our washing line, and then I've just got some sheets. I am very careful what I put in there though, because you don't want to be knocking any of your power points and that sort of stuff. And then underneath the other things we don't have anything, because that's all your electronics and batteries too. Yep. That is pretty much the inside. Nice and easy. Underneath we've just got a few extra bags and my washing basket, but yeah, easy. Thanks guys.
Okay, so just going on from where we were yesterday with where did things go video. So now that everything's packed down, we can show you. So in here, whilst the bed's just packed down as they are, the noodle will just stay there because that's going to go back on there. Beds are tied down. Obviously this is just all the mattresses, so all the seating stuff. Doing is just go to the top of that. Suitcases, 1, 2, 3, 4, as Nita showed you yesterday, and the toys slide under there, so the table goes down. Nita bought those just to fit directly under it. Got the 2 king's tables, they go in there.
Normally we would have the pillows when we put the main pole down. The pillows lay perfectly, all 4 of them on top of there as well, but we're staying in a house of luxury at the moment, so our pillows are actually inside.
And just to finish this off, that's also the bucket that goes under the sink. That goes in there. And that's that. Well, I have got you. How does everything pack up in the car? Basically like this. Down there we've got the air compressor, and the fishing tackle box in there. Weber key there, seats go up there, and then backpacks and stuff go on there. And yeah, that's it. Obviously it looks a bit newer than it was yesterday. And sorry, the solar panel just stacks up on the side there with the chairs. I've got some things in there just to make sure it doesn't get any damage, but yeah, that's it. And so in here we're still the fishing rods. I've actually got them wrapped up in bubble wrap, because I did see a video, I think it was Camp and Wild Touring. So you put the fishing rods in there, and obviously with all the travel and everything, the rods got pretty wrecked. So just that. So all the poles go in here. Now I did trim this down, so obviously they stack in both ends. So originally, this is a 150mm pole. It was 3 meters long. I got it from Bunnings. Originally came out about here, but when we did our last practice run across to South Australia, thought, okay, let's have a shower, because obviously the shower's in here. With that, when it comes down, unfortunately we have this big hole out there. It made having a shower pretty hard, so when I got back to Perth, I cut it back and I rejoined it, and that's where the bowls go. And like I said, the mat, let's back it up. Sits in there. And that's it. And obviously all the canvas and the rest of the annex bags are up there. It's all strapped up. It's good to go. So that's it. So that concludes our video on where do we store stuff, where do we put things, what do we pack for the kids, and how do we entertain the kids when we're on the road. That's it. Again, any questions? You know where to find us. And if you don't know, we're on Facebook and Instagram at Getting Around Oz. Thank you for the questions, the feedback and interaction so far. Been some really good suggestions which have helped us out, because we're still learning things as well, and we definitely like some tips and ways to make our life easier, so thank you. So if you like it, we see, subscribe to the channel. There will be more coming out. It's just hard to find time when we're out here to do it all. Like the video, hopefully it gets around there, and again, any questions, please throw them out to us, because we definitely appreciate it. So that's it. Thank you.